the show, right, everybody? I'm looking at you, Soak Zone, especially these guys right here in the ponchos. Hi, everybody. My name is Todd. I'm down here by the glass on your far left-hand side. These wet people right here can see me. How about you guys way up there in the cheap seats? Give me a wave if you can hear me. Awesome. Well, you know what? Growing up in San Diego, man, I spent a lot of time right here at SeaWorld when I was young. And in fact, I got my very first summer job when I was just 16 years old, selling churros right here in this stadium. Yeah, you can applaud for that. It's pretty cool. Even then, I knew I wanted to do more to be involved and to make a difference. And believe it or not, I've been here for almost 29 years now. Right? Now, don't do the math because you'll know just how old I am. In that time, I've had the distinct privilege to work with a wide variety of animals, from penguins and flamingos to dolphins and whales. But some of my most rewarding experiences have come to me as a member of our animal rescue team. Nothing compares to the feeling of releasing an animal back out into nature, when you yourself have performed the rescue in the wild and the rehabilitation right here at the park. SeaWorld helped inspire me as a young man to want to take better care of animals. And so for me, this is a perfect fit. Speaking of which, right now behind me, you're going to see some of our other dedicated trainers who are spending some quiet time with our animals. These are some of our very favorite moments during the day. They help us to build relationships with these animals, building a strong bond with each dolphin as an individual based on trust. And it's because of these relationships that we can perform the spectacular behaviors you've already seen in the opening of our show. But what you may not realize is it also provides opportunities for both education and research through trained behavior right here at the park. And as you've already witnessed, it is a whole lot of fun. You'll see our trainers over here are just kind of enjoying some special time with the dolphins, some one-on-one. You might hear some squeals and squeaks from those dolphins. We're not asking for those vocals. That's just the way that we know they're really engaged and having fun. So it's pretty obvious when they're having a good time because they're very engaged with us. They make a lot of different noises and they have a lot of fun as well. You see LJ out here in the water spending just a quiet moment with a dolphin. A little bit of singing going on. And it's important for us to not only spend time with our animals dry, but also in their environment so we can share that with them. Now, each one of these dolphins is an incredible ambassador for their species, and the reason that my new friend Ivan, is that right, gets to come down and meet a dolphin up close and personal. Is that you? Come on down here, buddy. Give me a high five. Ivan, where are you visiting from? From El Paso. Well, welcome, buddy. I hope you're enjoying the Southern California sunshine. Looks like we've got a dolphin coming out here, so go ahead and stand on the top step. Put your hands out like this and just wave. We'll see what she does when you get here. That's Bullet. Bullet is our common dolphin. You can tell she looks different because of those stripes on her, and she was giving you a nice wave back. All right, go ahead and take your fingers like this and just bounce them up and down. Yeah, Bullet's singing to you. Now pretend you have a basketball and just wiggle your fingers like that. That's a funny sound. And one more sound, Ivan. I'm gonna have you touch her like a button right here. Right on top, one finger. Yeah, that's a funny sound. All right, all those noises are coming from her blowhole because dolphins don't have vocal cords like we do, and the sounds come out of the top of her head, not from her mouth. Now that you guys are properly acquainted, I'm gonna line her up, and you can reach out and touch her on the back here. For the benefit of all the people out here who are not touching a dolphin, what does she feel like? Smooth, that's good. Yeah, she's very smooth, very soft. Sometimes people say she feels like rubber. Go ahead and take your dorsal fin here and give it a little wiggle. That's just like your ear, there's only cartilage in there, there's no bones, but check this out. I'm gonna have you reach out and hold onto her flipper. Now flippers have bones, fins do not. And if you were to take an x-ray of that, it would look just like your hand. All right, go ahead and move your hand back, because now it's time for a treat. I'm gonna give her some snow, because she loves ice, but what you're gonna help me out is feed this. Go ahead and toss that in her mouth, that's a fish. That's another fish. Here's another fish, don't stop the music. She eats about 20 pounds a day. And here's some snowballs for you to toss right in there, she loves that too. All right, go ahead and toss that in. Now we have a problem, Ivan, come down here. Smell your hands. How do they smell? Horrible, like fish, occupational hazard. Okay, now we have a way to get rid of that. The trainers have developed this. Just take your hands, rub them together. Helps you to get nice and warm. Wipe on your shirt. Yeah! High five! Hope you guys aren't driving back to El Paso. That would be a long, stinky drive. Okay, one more thing, buddy. You're kind of a celebrity. Everybody wants your picture. So can you turn around here? All you have to do is smile. Now keep smiling, looking that way. Don't look at the dolphin behind you. I'll go ahead and get out of the way. This is a great photo opportunity. There we go. Oh, no! I had no idea that was going to happen! Or did I? Good job, dolphin. All right, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to Bullet, but Ivan, before you go, you were such a good volunteer. As a token of our appreciation, we'd like to give you this. It's our hope that we can inspire you and your generation to care for animals as much as we do. How about a huge round of applause for Ivan? I don't know how you got so wet, buddy. Go ahead and have a seat. Dylan, back to you.
Thanks, Todd. Now, as he had mentioned earlier, relationships are the most important part of our job. It's the only way we actually get to work up close with our animals. As we saw, multiple trainers were in the water with these guys. As he had said, that's not something you get to do on your first day or even your second. That takes months of relationship building. And the fact that we get to be here every single day and interact with them is what helps us do that. Now, you guys have a very special treat. You are going to be meeting our pilot whale. Now, our short fin pilot whale today, his name is Argo, and he is 17 years old. He was found stranded on a beach in Japan, and after being rescued and rehabilitated, he was deemed unreleasable. Now, after spending some time with them, they decided he should be living here in San Diego with us, which we would happily take him. And he's actually hanging out with his best friend, Bodhi. Now, Bodhi is a 4.5-year-old Pacific bottlenose dolphin. Now, as you saw earlier, Bullet is a common dolphin. She's much smaller, very petite. Pacific bottlenose dolphins are a little bit bigger, a little bit darker in coloration. That's because that Pacific Ocean is much darker and colder. Now, next to Argo, Bodhi is still going to look quite small, and that's because Argo is 2,000 pounds, and he is still growing. He eats about 60 pounds of squid every single day, and in order to get that squid, he has to dive down about 1,200 feet in the water. Now, he doesn't have to do that here, but he does provide a great way for us to learn about his wild counterparts. Now, pilot whales love fun and entertainment. They love to have a good time. So we are going to watch as Kelly and Argo and Diana and Bodhi enjoy a fun and special moment.
De la película. Agua.